And then the only thing I saw then was the main event, Randy and Jinder Mahal. So was there more heat at the heel turn on NXT than when Jinder won the belt?
Dude, I didn't see Jinder win the belt. I had things going on just like you did, so I saw the start of the match, and then I got distracted. I had to go do some stuff, and then I turned my computer on. I was watching it because I had paused it, but then my computer, the screen went funny, and it went to current time, or like real time, and so I was like, God dang, I just missed the entire match. I'm watching Jinder Mahal hold up the belt, and so I missed the finish. What was the finish?
Randy was beating up those two kids that are
the Singh brothers.
I know the Singh brothers. He was whooping their ass and used that as a distraction, and Jinder came in. But it was pretty well done. There's going to be something you pop on if you haven't seen it online. Randy goes to belly to back one of them kids on the table, and he tosses his ass, man. He tosses him head over heels, and Randy even turns around. And he's got this look on his face like, I might have just killed that little dude, And it's hysterical, But I guess the guy's okay. I haven't heard anything bad. But I thought it was pretty well done. I didn't know which way they were going, and that's what I love about wrestling. I love when I can't predict who's the winner's going to be, and that's one of the things too that bothers me about any show. If I know who the winner's going to be, there's something that's just missing, and I think that applies to everybody, whether they realize it or not. And that's why MMA to us, as if you're an MMA fan, and I think that you are, because you don't know. Because you don't know who's going to win, and there's no storylines there, so you really don't know what they're going to do. So you can't apply that knowledge sometimes, that implied knowledge that we have, because we generally know how storylines work. You can't apply that to MMA, and so you don't know who the winner's going to be. So there's this level of excitement that's there. I love seeing that in wrestling too. I love not knowing who's going to win. Let me see what happens. Can they work me? Can they get me? And if they can, I'll applaud the hell out of it. When Goldberg smashed Brock in 2 minutes or whatever, I lost my mind. I thought that was just awesome, because I never would have predicted that. I didn't think that was going to happen. It didn't happen. I was like, oh my God, it's like being a kid again. Like when Ronnie Garvin beat Ric Flair and then the TV went off and, we got a new world champion and I had to wait all week to see if that shit really happened, So I love the unpredictability of stuff like that. So, and I like Jinder, man. I can tell he's working hard. I liked him back in the day, and actually before he re-signed with WWE, he came down to TNA for a visit, and I tried to talk. Not that we had a deep discussion, but I went and endorsed him to the higher ups, and I thought he would be a good guy to bring in. But I think a WWE offer came like right away, and of course he made probably what was financially a much better decision, especially considering now. But I thought it was good, man.
How long has that guy been around? Because I've been following what he's been doing lately, but I don't know anything about him other than the fact I've seen a clip of him and a couple other WWE guys working out at the gym with a buddy of mine, C.T. Fletcher, and he's got a great look, great body. How is his work level?
I don't know how long year-wise he's been around. I know he came in and was kind of doing a gimmick similar to what he's doing now, but really a lot less toned down, a lot less charisma, and a lot less put into it. Then he got kind of stuck in a rut with a gimmick called the three-man band. Him, Heath Slater, and Drew Galloway, who was Drew McIntyre at the time when he was in WWE. And that was a little funny little gimmick, but they just kind of got, it was a plateau thing. There was never going to be any upward advancement. It was kind of just coasting. And then I guess he was let go, and he didn't sit on his ass, man. He went and worked, and his work's good. There's definitely things that can be improved upon, but I think you can watch him and see that there's something there. There's an energy to him. His promos need to get a little better. He's got good facials, but he goes to the angry face entirely too fast.
Yep.
He's in Hulk rage face way too much. It doesn't develop slowly. But that'll get better. Your facials always get better with age. Wrinkles help tell a story. So that's why the best actors are generally the older ones. They just tell better stories with their face because you can see, what they've been through. So that'll get better, but I like him, and I like the name the Maharaja. That's just
that's got cool factor written all over it. Plus, but if you play that with arrogance, it works for you. But dude, down the road, I think that spells money. I think the kid's got a great look, like you said, he's got the great facials, and as you know, dude, you got to bring a few things to the table, whether it's from appearance, size, looks. a handsome, ugly, or just a flat out badass worker, just unbelievable talker. This kid has bits and pieces of the things, and all of them are can be graded on a scale of 1 to 10. Hey, what you bringing to the table? But at first, one of the big things you got to bring, for Vince to get in that big spot, size helps.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it just does.
And
it does.
It's just presentation too, I mean, it's I don't really get too disappointed because I try not to judge guys that are indie level too much. When people were out of shape in WWE, or when I was there and when I thought they weren't good when I was there, that would piss me off because I always felt you should be good to even get there. I always believe if this person isn't good, why the hell are they here? It would drive me nuts sometimes. And it didn't do me any favors, but I always wanted to be good, and I want all my matches to be good. So when I'm out there with somebody that sucked, and I was like, why is this guy here? That would bother me. On the indies, I'm a little bit more, open-minded because, they got room to grow, and some of these guys are beginners. So, even then, when I see somebody not in shape, I'm just like, why? If I'm in here in a cape and a mask and I look more intimidating than you do, that's not a good thing. I'm in here with all these young guys, and they look some of them don't look good. And I'm like, man, it's still a visual medium. What we do is still a visual business. And even if you don't make it, you know what? You're still going to be a healthier person. There's no reason not to look good.